Good morning, student. This is Latif, sir. Today I'll discuss about chemical bond. In the previous video, I have told uh, what is chemical bond. A chemical bond is defined as the force of attraction between the two atoms. Generally, a chemical bond is formed between at least two atoms. Okay. And chemical bond means the force of attraction between two atoms that binds them together as a unit, which is called molecule. And I have also told that why why atom combined. I have told that why in the previous video I have discussed that this point also, that why do atoms combine? Because they tend to attain the stable electronic configuration, that is octet. They tend to attain octet, that is 8 electrons in its valence shell. To attain the octet or sometimes duplet, elements transfer or share gain or lose their electrons to attain the octet in the valence shell, that is 8 electrons in the valence shell. As a result of this redistribution of electrons, a force of attraction develops between the atoms, which binds them together to form molecules, and this force is known as chemical bond. And there are three types chemical bonds. One is electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Another is second type of chemical bond is covalent bond, and the third type of chemical bonds is coordinate bond. Coordinate bond is not in your syllabus. Only you have to read about electrovalent bond and covalent bond. So first today I will discuss about electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Generally, electrovalent bonds are formed between metals and non-metals. Atoms of metallic elements which have 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons, they can lose their electrons to atoms of non-metallic elements which have 5, 6 or 7 electrons respectively in their outermost shell, and thereby forming an electrovalent compound. So electrovalent compound is formed between a metallic atom and a non-metallic atom. And I have told that generally metals have 1, 2 or 3 valence electron, while non-metals generally have 5, 6 or 7 valence electron. That's why atoms of metallic elements transfer their valence electrons to a non-metallic atom, thereby forming an electrovalent compound. After the transfer of electrons, both the combining atoms acquire the stable electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas or noble gas. In case of electrovalent or ionic bond formation, the metallic atom generally loses electrons and form positively charged ion, which is called cation, and the non-metal which accept or gains electron to form negatively charged ion, which is known as anion. So metallic atom forms cation by losing electron, and non-metallic atom forms anion by accepting electron or by gaining electrons. So both cations and anions are ions. Ions means an ion is a charged particle which is formed due to the gain or loss of one or more electrons by an atom. Anion is a charged particle which is formed due to the gain or the loss of one or more electrons by an atom. A metallic element whose one atom readily loses electrons to form a positively charged ion is an electropositive element, like sodium, potassium, calcium. These are metal. This metal can easily lose their electron to form positively charged ion cations. That's why these metals, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, these metals are electropositive elements because they can easily lose their electron to form cation. And similarly, a non-metal whose atom readily accept electrons to form negatively charged ion is an electronegative elements. So non-metal like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, oxygen, this non-metal, these are non-metals and they can readily accept electrons to form negatively charged ion which is called anion. So negative non-metallic atom or non-metallic elements whose atom readily accept electrons to form negatively charged ion, that is anion, is an electronegative element. For example, chlorine can easily accept electron, that is Cl plus 1e, to form Cl minus anion. So Cl is a electronegative element. So in case of electrovalent bond formation, metallic atom generally loses their electron and forms cation, and non-metallic atom generally accept or gains electron to form anion. And cation and the anion being oppositely charged, therefore they attract each other and form a chemical bond. Since this chemical bond formation is due to the electrostatic force of attraction, since this type of bond formation is due to the electrostatic force of attraction between the cation and anion, is this bond is called electrovalent or ionic bond. Now electrovalent or ionic compounds, those compounds contain electrovalent bond or ionic bond, they are electrovalent compound or ionic compounds. Okay, so the chemical compounds formed as a result of transfer of electron means electrovalent bond formation, because in case of electrovalent bond formation, transfer of electron from metallic part or metallic atom to the non-metallic atom occurs. So the chemical compound formed as a result of the transfer of electrons from one atom of an element to one atom of another element are called ionic or electrovalent compounds. And what is electrovalency? Electrovalency is the number of electrons that an atom of an element loses or gains to form a electrovalent bond is called electrovalency. Electrovalency means number of electrons transfer, that is gain or lose. For example, when sodium chloride is formed from by the reaction of sodium and chlorine. So in sodium chloride, sodium atom loses one electron and chlorine atom accept this one electron. That's why electrovalency of sodium atom is also 1, and so electrovalency of chlorine atom is also 1. Electrovalency means number of electrons transfer, that is gain or lose during electrovalent bond formation. Okay, and I have told that metals electrovalent bonds are formed between metals and non-metals. The metals of group number 1, 2 and 13 have a tendency to lose their valence electrons. So they combine with non-metals of group number 15, 16 and 17, which have a tendency to gain electrons and form ionic bond. So ionic bond is formed between the metals of group 1, 2 and 13 and uh, non-metal of group number 15, 16 and 17. Here one note is given that in group 1, in case of group 1 elements, the most electropositive they are, as I have told that, as they can easily release or easily lose their electron, that's why metals group 1 metals group 1 metals are called electropositive elements. Huh. And the most electropositive element in group 1, which is the most electropositive element in group 1 is cesium. Okay, in case of group 1 elements, they are most electropositive element. Group 1 elements are most electropositive, that is they are metallic in nature, and their metallic nature increases down the group. So cesium is the most electropositive. And group 17 elements are group electronegative element because they can easily gain electrons. And among all the group 70 elements, fluorine is the most electronegative element. Thus cesium is which is most electropositive element and fluorine is most electronegative element. Thus the bond formed between the cesium and fluorine is most ionic in nature, that is cesium fluoride is the most ionic compound. Okay, so bonds formed between metals and non-metals are ionic or electrovalent bonds. Why are ionic compounds are stable? Because ionic compounds are formed by ions, that is positive and negative ions, that is electrovalent bond or ionic bonds formed between cations and anions. But there also exist a repulsive force between the ions of like charges. Since the electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged that is between the cations and anion is much higher, it makes the ionic compounds. So the stability of ionic compound is due to the very high electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions, that is between cations and anions. Example of electrovalent compounds: sodium chloride NaCl, magnesium chloride MgCl2, calcium oxide CaO, potassium bromide KBr, calcium chloride CaCl2. These are ionic compound, example of some ionic or electrovalent compound. Now you have to read the structure of some electrovalent compounds or ionic compounds. First, sodium chloride. You have to read structure of sodium chloride NaCl. You know that sodium chloride is formed between sodium atom and chlorine atom, and electronic configuration of sodium atom is 281 because sodium atom has total 11 electron. So electronic configuration of sodium atom is 281. So the valence shell of sodium atom contains one electron, which is not stable electronic configuration. But if sodium atom lose one electron, it becomes sodium plus ion. And the valence when sodium becomes Na plus, Na become Na plus. In case of Na plus, you can see here that in case of Na plus, the valence shell of sodium ion, that is Na plus, contain 8 electrons. That is Na plus. In case in Na plus, the electronic configuration is stable electronic configuration of noble gas neon. So among Na and Na plus is more stable because Na plus attain electronic configuration of noble gas neon. Similarly, chlorine has atomic number 17, that is electronic configuration is 287. So in chlorine atom, the valence shell contain 7 electrons. If chlorine atom gain one more electron, its valence shell become octet field. So that's why to attain the stable or noble gas electronic configuration, so the chlorine atom gain one electron to form chloride anion, Cl minus anion. In Cl minus ion, the electronic configuration is 288. That is, the valence shell contain 8 electron, which is which is a stable electronic configuration. That is, valence shell is octet field. Now, to attain stable electronic configurations, each of sodium atom and chlorine atom, sodium atom loses one electron and chlorine atom accept one electron. Therefore, sodium atom forms Na plus and chlorine atom form Cl minus anion. Okay. And after the formation of Na plus and Cl minus, they form electrovalent bond between them, or ionic bond. Because there are a strong electrostatic force between the positively charged Na plus ion and negatively charged Cl minus ion. So here the structure of any ionic compound can be represented in two ways. One is orbital structure, another is Lewis dot structure. So first one is orbital structure, means you have to show by using orbital diagram the sodium chloride ionic compound, and I have told that in sodium chloride, sodium atom, to attain stable electronic configuration, sodium atom loses one electron and chlorine atom accept or gain this one electron. That's why sodium forms cation and chlorine forms anion, and therefore they combine together by the strong electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, so see the orbital structure of electrovalent bonding in sodium chloride. First I have written the structure of sodium and orbital structure of sodium atom, and to the right orbital structure of chlorine atom, and see the electronic configuration of sodium atom in defined orbital. Sodium atom has electronic configuration 281. So in first cell 2 electron, in second cell 8 electrons, and in third cell 1 electrons, and the electrons of sodium are represented by the cross. And in case of chlorine, the electronic configuration is 287. So in first cell 2 electron, in second cell 8 electron, and in the third cell total 7 electron in case of chlorine. And the electrons of chlorine are represented by a hollow circle. Okay, small circle. And in case of sodium, the electrons are represented by cross. Now it is showing that one electron is transferring from sodium orbital, valence orbital or outermost orbital of sodium atom to the outermost or valence orbital of chlorine atom. You can see here, one electron is transferring from valence electron of sodium atom to the valence electron of chlorine atom. Therefore, sodium atom becomes sodium plus ion, which is written that is that one electron is transferring from the valence shell, that is third cell of sodium atom, and the one electron and sodium atom transfer one electron transferring from valence shell of sodium atom, and the electrons and the electron goes to the valence shell, that is third cell of chlorine atom. And after the transferring, the electronic configuration becomes, in case of sodium, the electronic configuration becomes in the first cell 2 electron, in the second cell 8 electrons, but in the third cell no more electron, that's why third cell omitted. And in case of chlorine atom, now electronic configuration is 288. You can see that in case of chlorine, the electrons, the gained electron by chlorine atom is showing by the by the cross. Cross means the electron of sodium atom, which which is gained by chlorine atom. Therefore, chlorine atom becomes Cl minus anion and sodium atom becomes Na plus ion. Na plus ion. And these positively and negatively charged ions are retained. Orbital structure of this positive ion, that is sodium ion and chlorine ion, are retained in the within the third bracket, and positive and negative sign are given out of this third bracket. Okay, you can see the cation Na plus and anion Cl minus are attracted towards each other due to the electrical charge or Coulomb force existing between them and form an ionic compound. You can also show the structure of electrovalent compound by electron dot symbol or Lewis symbol. The electron dot symbol of an atom consists of the symbol of the element surrounded by the dots representing the outermost shell electrons. Each dot representing the outermost shell electrons, and the paired electrons are represented by a pair of dots, that is 2 dots, whereas the unpaired electron in the outermost orbit is represented by a single dot. Example, electron dot symbol of hydrogen is H dot, means hydrogen has 1 electron in the valence shell. So H dot is the electron dot symbol of hydrogen. Similarly, for oxygen has total 8 electrons in the first oxygen has total 8 electrons. Okay, in the first cell 2 electrons. Oxygen has total carbon 6 electron, nitrogen 7 electron, oxygen 8 electrons. So oxygen has total 8 electrons in the first cell, 2 electrons in the second cell, total 6 electrons. Okay, so here the in case of oxygen it is written 2 dots, but actually oxygen has total 6 valence electrons. So here you have to give 2 more dots. Okay, in case of oxygen, because 4 dot given, 4 dot means 4 electrons, but actually oxygen has total 6 valence electrons, because in the first cell 2 electron, in the second cell 6 electrons. So total 8 electrons in case of oxygen. So you have to give total 6 dot in the when you are showing the electron dot structure of oxygen atom. Symbols other than dots such as circle, crosses can be used to distinguish between the electrons of different atoms in a molecule. For example, in case of ammonia can be represented as NH3. Ammonia means NH3. So nitrogen has total 5 valence electrons. So 5 dot means 5 valence electron of nitrogen, and each hydrogen the valence electron of each hydrogen is represented by giving cross. Okay, so in ammonia each dot is representing the electrons of nitrogen, valence electron of nitrogen, and each cross representing the valence of electron of hydrogen. So electron dot is very easy to understand. That electron dot means you have to write only the valence electron by using dot or cross, not inert shell electrons. Okay, if valence electron is 1, you have to give 1 dot. Valence electron is 2, you have to give 2 dot. If valence electron is 3 dot. 2 dot means 1 pair of electron. 4 dot means 2 pair of electron. Okay, now electrovalent structure of ionic structure or ionic bonding or electrovalent bonding in magnesium chloride, MgCl2. You know the electronic configuration of magnesium is 282, that is atomic number is 12. So number of electrons in magnesium is also 12. So electronic configuration is 282. And Magnesium, when magnesium loses two electron, it becomes Mg2 plus, because to attain stable electronic configuration, magnesium have to lose two electron, because magnesium has extra electron in the valence shell. After losing these two electrons, magnesium becomes Mg2 plus. Now Mg2, let's see the electronic configuration of Mg2 plus, which is 2,8. Electronic configuration of magnesium 2 plus ion, that is cation, is 2,8. 2,8 means in valence shell 8 electrons. So Mg2 plus is more stable than magnesium, because in case of Mg2 plus ion, the valence shell is octet filled, that is 8 electron in the valence shell. Similarly, you know that each chlorine atom can accept 1 electron to attain octet or stable electronic configuration in the outermost shell, that is 8 electron in the valence shell. And here one magnesium loses 2 electrons, but each chlorine can accept 1 electron. So for to accept 2 electrons loosed by magnesium, there are total 2 chlorine atoms are required, and each chlorine atom accept 1 electrons. Therefore 2 chlorine atom gain 2 electron to form 2Cl minus ion, and the electronic configuration of Cl minus ion is 288, but electronic configuration of Cl is 287. So 2Cl minus is more stable than Cl, because Cl minus has electronic configuration 288, that is outermost shell or valence shell is octet filled. Now orbital structure of MgCl2 is, you can see in one first in the extreme left, the atom magnesium is orbital structure of magnesium atom, then 2 chlorine atom, orbital structure of 2 chlorine atom, you can see here. In the nucleus, it is written the number of protons and number of neutrons in magnesium atom, in chlorine atoms. Now one magnesium atom transferring 2 electron to 2Cl atom. Okay, the one magnesium atom transferring 2 valence shell electron to the valence shell of 2 chlorine atom. Therefore magnesium becomes Mg2 plus, and each Cl atom becomes Cl minus. Okay, all the orbital diagram are written within all the orbital diagram after the transferring of electron from magnesium to chlorine atom are written within third bracket, and the charges are showing out of this third bracket. To the superscript, you have to write the charge. After the formation of Mg2 plus, Cl minus, there are a strong electrostatic force of attraction or Coulombic force between the oppositely charged ion, and therefore due to this strong electrostatic force of attraction, ionic bond or electrovalent bond is formed between Mg and Cl, that is MgCl2 is formed. The ratio of magnesium to chloride ion in the magnesium chloride must be 1:2. So the molecular formula of the compound magnesium chloride is MgCl2. Now electron dot structure of magnesium chloride is, you know that magnesium has 2 valence electrons. So I have told that if valence electron is 2, you have to give 2 dot, and each chlorine atom has 7 valence electrons. So you have to give total 7 7 dot or 7 circle or 7 cross around the each chlorine atom. Here the electrons of magnesium, valence electron of magnesium, are represented by dot, and valence of electrons of chlorine atom, valence electron of chlorine atom are represented by circle, and each and one magnesium atom transferring his 2 valence electron to each chlorine atom. Therefore magnesium becomes magnesium 2 plus ion, and each Cl atom becomes Cl minus anion. Here electron dot structure of sodium chloride also given, electron dot structure of magnesium chloride also given. You have to read all orbital diagram and electron dot diagram of each ionic compound. Okay. Now electrovalent bond or ionic bonding in calcium oxide. You know calcium atomic number is 20 and oxygen has atomic number 8. That is electronic configuration of calcium is 2882. Atomic number is 20 and atomic number of oxygen is 26. Yeah, atomic number is 8. So electronic configuration of oxygen is 2 6. In first cell 2 electron, in second cell 6 electron. And in case of calcium, atomic number is 20. That's why calcium contains 20 electrons. So electronic configuration of calcium is 2882. In first cell 2 electron, in second cell 8 electrons, in third cell 8 electrons, and in fourth cell 2 electrons. To attain stable electronic configuration or to become octet in the valence shell, calcium have to lose 2 electron from the valence shell and oxygen has 6 electron in the valence shell. So oxygen have to gain 2 more electron to attain stable electronic configuration, that is 8 electron in the valence shell. That's why when calcium combined with oxygen, calcium transferred his 2 valence electron to oxygen atom or to the valence shell of oxygen atom. Therefore calcium becomes calcium 2 plus ion and oxygen becomes O2 minus ion, and the orbital structure of calcium 2 plus and calcium oxygen 2 minus ion are showing here. You can see here the orbital structure of calcium 2 plus ion, electronic configuration of calcium 2 plus ion is 288 because 2 electron is transferred from calcium to oxygen, and the orbital electron structure of oxygen is 2 and 8. First cell 2 electron and second cell 8 electrons. After gaining 2 electrons from calcium atom. So after transferring 2 electron from calcium to oxygen, each ion becomes octet in the valence shell. That's why each ion attain stable electronic configuration of noble gas. And after the formation of calcium ion and oxide ion O2 minus, Ca2 plus ion and O2 minus ion, they combine by the strong Coulombic force or electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, so calcium loses 2 electron and oxygen accept these 2 electrons. After transferring electrons, both the ions formed become stable. Okay, now electron dot structure of calcium oxide is calcium has 2 electron in the valence shell, so you have to give 2 dot around calcium around Ca, and oxygen has total 6 valence electrons, so you have to give 6 dot around oxygen. Here it is written that 6 circle around oxygen O means 6 valence electron in oxygen atom. Now calcium transfer his 2 electron to oxygen atom to form Ca2 plus and O2 minus ion. Okay, and then these 2 ions Ca2 plus and O2 minus ion combine by strong electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, thank you. And one thing I want to mention that you have to practice the orbital diagram and electron Lewis dot structure or electron dot structure. Okay, in exam the question will appear like this. Draw the orbital diagram of MgCl2, draw the orbital diagram of NaCl, or draw electron dot structure of CaO, calcium oxide, or MgCl2. Okay, you have to practice the orbital diagram and Lewis dot structure, both.